Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisseton, Illinois, with your thoughts for Wednesday. Today I want to talk to you about idolatry. And I realize you may be saying, well, I don't have some sort of figurine or some model on my shelf that I worship. No, I'm not really talking about that at all. Jesus speaks about this in Matthew chapter 6 in his Sermon on the Mount, where he says in verse 24, no one can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be loyal to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Jesus is talking about loyalty to our master here. And we know that a master is the one who has all authority or all control, or all influence over our lives. That's what a master really is. And Jesus says you clearly cannot have two masters. If you have ever tried to work two jobs, you'll find that there will be scheduling conflicts or something. If you have two jobs at work, oh my, it is hard to make both of them happy. They have their own agenda and the things that they want you to do. You really can't serve two masters. And what Jesus is actually talking about here is the choice between serving God and mammon. Now, mammon is actually the wealth or the riches. It's considered to be an evil influence in our lives. It's the thing that may become all-consuming if we're not careful, wanting more and seeking after it. This is, by the way, not just a problem for the wealthy who have all their riches and their tendency to want more. It's sometimes a struggle for those who struggle with finances. It's sometimes a struggle for those who every waking moment is thinking about how they can acquire more in this life. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15 warns us, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is just not in him. So we realize here, John is talking about that same struggle that Jesus talked about. You cannot love God and mammon. As a matter of fact, Paul even warns young Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 6, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. He goes on to say, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness and have pierced themselves through with many sorrows. He speaks to this young pastor and says, be careful about greediness. Be careful about striving for finances. Be careful with that love for mammon. So there's a major choice that each one of us has to make in our personal lives. Am I going to love God supremely and let him take care of all my needs? Or will I struggle with this battle of trying to love two masters? Jesus said his supreme commandment was, love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. That is what we should strive to do today. It puts all other idols out of the picture.